Ricky Sobrano back here inside Sorgente Arena for Game 2 of this basketball doubleheader. This one between the men of Holy Family and the hometown Chestnut Hill Griffins. Both teams in this one coming in with matching conference records, both looking for their first conference win. 0-3 in conference are both teams. The Griffins coming in at 1-9, Holy Family at 1-7. So matching win totals, but the Griffins have just played a couple more games. But the big story in this one is that the Griffins are getting closer to being a whole. We know coming into this year they were a little bit short-handed. Ed McWade out, Chris Evans out. Well, they get Chris Evans back today. He is starting, and he is a full go according to Jesse Balser. No innings limit or minutes limits or anything of that sort. So we will see a lot of Chris Evans, and that is very, very good news for the Griffins. Evans last year the Coaches Award winner for Chestnut Hill. He led them in just about every statistical category: points per game, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, rebounds, and he tied for first in blocks as well. And oh, by the way, he's also far and away the Griffins' biggest player at 6'7", 280, one of their captains as well, as you just see him being introduced now. Big number 24 in white, got a nice hand. So that's the storyline here today. Chestnut Hill, they've been playing short-handed without McWade and Evans. They get a little bit closer to being a whole here today. Let's take a look at the starting five for Chestnut Hill. We know one of them, that being Chris Evans. He'll be joined by Demetrius Isaac, 5'8", 150 senior guard out of Philly. He's 33 points from 1,000 for his career. So if he gets hot, who knows? Maybe he can make a run at it today. LeBon All, another guard, 6'1", 170 junior out of Manassas, Virginia. 26 points. That's a career high 26. Actually, just too short of his career high, which was set earlier this year, in just 28 minutes in the last game versus Shepherd. Rich Dean rounds out the three-guard lineup, 6'1", 180 freshman out of Menzel in Pennsylvania, making his second career start. And Tony Toplin, the other big guy inside, 6'6", junior out of Sickerville, New Jersey. And the five for Holy Family out there in black with the sky blue trim. Started in the backcourt with Mecky Bryant, 5'11", 195 junior by way of Baltimore City Community College. Averages 14.6 per game. Second leading scorer on the team. Michael Power, he's a three-point threat, 6'1", 165 junior out of Philadelphia. He'll be joined by Terrell Jones. They're a bigger lineup, this Holy Family team, starting three guys 6'5" and up. Jones being one of them, a swingman, a 6'5", 165 freshman out of Ardmore, Pennsylvania. The big man is Malik Sanders, their leading scorer. He'll be out there on the tip, 21 in black, 6'6", 180 sophomore forward. And Jalen Thompson, 6'7", as Dean saves the opening tip and Griffins take control with Demetrius Isaac. Jalen Thompson is the fifth man in that starting five for Holy Family. Biggest guy out there at 6'7", 215, a junior forward. So here we go, the Griffins in white with red trim, red numbers. Holy Family in black with the sky blue trim. Evans, his first touch of the season, on the run, picks up his dribble, and he traveled. Kind of fumbled the ball there as it was tipped out of his hand, so he'll turn it over on his first possession. Some rust would be understandable, obviously. Here's Power, picks up his dribble, leaves for Jones, and the Griffins getting Evans back at the right time, too, because this is a bigger Holy Family team. They have a bunch of guys that are 6'5" and up as Evans commits a foul, as he pushed Thompson down to the ground. Thompson looked like he hit his head, so he's a little bit slow getting up, rubbing his eye as well. Shot clock reset. It should not have. So that's the pause right here. Bryant will inbound for Holy Family. Gets it for Sanders in the corner, the leading scorer on this Holy Family team. This is a young Holy Family team, too, led by R.C. Kehoe in his second season, or seventh season, rather. 2 years ago, they had a record-setting year when they had a program record 26 wins, and they haven't quite recovered from that yet. Obviously, once you have a great team, Bryant fires a 3 too short, Evans with the board, and you age out a lot of those guys, it's tough to recover, and they haven't yet. Dean on the run, got the shot to fall and the foul. Rich Dean going to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. Dean had his first career start in the last game against Shepherd, but he didn't score in that one. Already took care of that. Just over a minute into the ball game, he has his first points of the game, and he's at the line for one more. And he does just that, converting the three-point play. This could be a high-scoring game. Neither of these teams are known for their defensive acumen, to put it mildly. Here's Bryant with it now, all on him. He works left around the screen. Finds Jones. Now Bryant has it back, 12 on the clock, all guiding or guarding him tightly. Power. Top of the key jumper Jones, too short, rims out. Here comes Demetrius Isaac and the Griffins. Into the corner, Evans, shot fake. And that's a blocking foul. And we'll go against Sanders. Evans, even though he's massive at 6'7", 280, does have perimeter skills, an excellent three-point shooter, and he can handle it a little bit too. Top one in the corner. Back to the bucket with Sanders on him. Evans, shot fake, kicks for Dean, blows by Power into the corner. Isaac wide open. Too strong, air ball, and a foul underneath. It's on Sanders. That's his second already, and he's going to have to sit. That's big. Sanders, the leading scorer on this team, at just over 16 per game, and he has to sit not even 2 minutes into the game with 2 quick fouls. So Jemai Womack, 6'4", 190 sophomore out of Chester, Pennsylvania, comes into the game, and he doesn't play very often. Top one, too short off the inbound. As Thompson rips down the board. The other way, Bryant, 1 on 3, and he gets it to go off the window. So Bryant, numbers not exactly in his favor, but it didn't matter. He has Holy Family's first points of the game. Holy Family will press, but the Griffins break it with Isaac. Holy Family, this is their third game in 4 nights. Dean, too short. Rebound for Thompson. We'll see how that affects them. Shot fake, Jones. Guarded well by Dean, and he'll kick out with Power. Bryant will have to carry a lot of the load with Sanders on the bench in early foul trouble. Thompson back to the bucket. On the bigger Evans, trying to muscle his way around him. Fades away. Too short. Well defended by Chris Evans. And here comes Isaac. Isaac with a burst of speed. Hands off Evans, a 3. Book it. Chris Evans got a big smile and a fist pump after that. His first points of the season. 6'2" Griffins early on. Ryan hands off for Womack. Now it's Jones holding with Dean on him. Jones very lanky. Picks for Thompson. Power 3. Too strong as he was looking to answer. Kept alive though. Thompson rejected by Toplin. And it will stay with Holy Family. Tony Toplin with those long arms, able to reject Thompson from behind. R.C. Kehoe arguing, I think, something about the shot clock, but it did reset off of the first shot, and only 5 came off after that. Not the putback. So not quite sure what the problem was there. Bryant to inbound. Shot fake, Jones. Might have traveled. Here's a floater from the free throw line, and that's a block on Evans. That's Evans' second foul, and that elicited a groan from Jesse Balser. So the last thing you want is, after not playing all year, for Evans to quickly get in foul trouble, but that's exactly what happened. He'll have to sit. And here comes Roman Wetterla, 6'6", 220 junior forward out of Lackawanna College, a JUCO, or by way of Lackawanna College, in his first season with the Griffins. So both teams with 2 of their big guns on the bench early on because of fouls. Sanders for Holy Family and Evans for the Griffins. Basket was good, by the way. But Jones can't convert the three-point play. 6-4, 16:40 to go in the opening half. Griffins in the white, Holy Family in the black. Dean will try his luck too short as he played catch up high with Isaac. Here comes Bryant looking to push, but the Griffins get back. Bolt pass down low, Thompson. He's working on Toplin, and he gets it to go with the right. Off the window. Tie ball game as Thompson averages just under 9 per game, gets his first bucket of the ball game. Well, Bonall coming off of a big game against Shepherd, 26 points in 28 minutes. Yet to get going here today. Here's Isaac. Dean, deep left wing. Toplin, top of the key, 10 on the clock. He fires away. Too strong, high rebound. And a foul underneath. We'll go against the Griffins. Cartier Towelford into the game as Dean will sit. That was a change made recently, well, really the last game. Dean starting his second in a row, and Towelford coming off the bench. Try to balance the scoring a little bit, especially with Evans out. Griffins just did not have a lot of scoring balance. It was really all Towelford and Isaac carrying the bulk of the load. Wild shot, no good from Jones. Well defended by Toplin. Rebound for Letterlow. And the Griffins. Here's Isaac, trotting it across the timeline. Has a screen set up to his right from Toplin. Now it's all. Looks like Holy Family's in a 2-3 zone here. That ball trickles out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. It goes to Holy Family. Holy Family struggles defensively. They allow 80.9 points per game. Opponent shooting a scorching 47.3% overall and over 40% from deep. But the Griffins not much better. Opponents shoot 45 and 39 against them. But neither team particularly hot early on. Here's Bryant, deep right wing. Uses the jab step, now works left around the screen. Nearly lost his footing, but he was able to get it to Thompson first. Now will try his luck, does Bryant, and he rattles it home. Bryant, his first triple of the game, and now Holy Family has their first lead of the game, 9-6. Not quite 6 minutes into the ball game. Towelford fires away. Too strong. Rebound for All. He kept it alive at least, and now Isaac corrals it. All, big shot fake, handoff for Isaac. And he'll slow things down, 22 on the shot clock. Isaac, deep right wing with the left-hand dribble. Works left, here's All, a deep three. Too short, rims out. Letterlow might have been pushed underneath. Power as he stumbled to the ground, got it up ahead for Bryant. Now Bryant will reset. In the corner, that's Womack spinning. That'll be a hand check foul on Towelford. Third foul on the Griffins, first on Towelford. Womack will sit. As Sanders is back in with those two fouls. That's 21 in black. He had the ball momentarily. Now has it down low. Toplin recovers, gets back on him, rejects the shot. His second block of the game for Toplin. Here's Towelford. Now All on the run, tipped out of his hands by Sanders, but Towelford saves it. Still in some trouble here, but he gets it out for All, and he'll reset. Isaac, deep left wing. Now Letterlow fired that one to not quite sure who. It's out of bounds, and Jesse Balser is not happy about that, and he wants a timeout. Letterlow fired that pass so hard that even if there was somebody there, I don't know how they were able to corral that in tight quarters. So the Griffins take a timeout, 9-6 early on. 14:28 to go. In the opening half, Chestnut Hill 2 of 8. In the early going, 1 of 5 from downtown. Holy Family 4 of 10. And 1 of 3 from distance. Griffins have turned it over twice. Holy Family has not committed a turnover just yet. Jalen Thompson leads all scorers right now, or beg your pardon, he leads everybody in rebounds with 4. Bryant leads all scorers with 5. Dean and Evans, who's now on the bench with the 2 fouls, the only scorers for the Griffins. Holy Family ball out of the timeout. It's Power who will trot it up the court. Hands off for Jones up high, and he lost it off his chest. Power and Jones having a discussion about what went wrong on that one. So first turnover of the game for Holy Family. And Isaac will walk it up court. Left to right. About 7 minutes into this one. Here's all. Jab step on Bryant. Finds Toplin 8 feet away, and he puts it home. First points of the ball game for Tony Toplin. 1 point game. Griffins trail. Sanders on the run. Big guy doing some ball handling here on the perimeter, and he's fouled by Toplin on his way to the hoop. It's the first on Toplin, fourth on the Griffins. Bryant will inbound from the left of the hoop. As Sanders fires away a three, puts it home. Sanders with a high release on that shot, 4 point game. First points of the ball game for Sanders, the leading scorer on this Holy Family team. Talford attacks, got it to go. On the finger roll with the right hand, 2 point game. Here's Jones, Talford on him, Sanders. Toplin playing him. Man-to-man D from the Griffins. Jones cut off by Talford, back out for Bryant. LeBon All checking him aggressively. Here's Jones back to the bucket. Skip pass for a three for Jones, no good, too short, rebound Power, and it's a fresh 30 for Holy Family. They repost Thompson, working on Letterlow. In traffic, forces it up, got it to go off the glass, and the foul. Jalen Thompson in heavy traffic somehow gets that to go. Had 3 Griffins around him and hit the shot and got the harm too. So he's to the line for one more, where he's a 79.5% shooter. Womack back in. Terrell Jones will sit. 4 point game, 12:20 to go in the opening half. Sanders will trot back instead of going for the offensive board if there's a miss, and there would have been an opportunity there too, but that's probably to protect him from picking up his 3rd foul on anything ticky-tack, as he's out there with the 2 right now. So a 4 point game. Holy Family still in that zone, which so far the Griffins have not solved. Handoff for All, 12 on the clock. Works right around the screen. Now Isaac, deep right wing, 8 on the clock. All straight away. Fires away off the dribble, too short from deep. Rebound for Thompson as he crashes to the deck, and here comes Power on the run. Sanders drives baseline, and Toplin fouled him from behind rather than giving up the easy stuff. Not a shooting foul, so the second on Toplin. Sean Griffin in the game now. Jalen Thompson will sit. Griffin, another big guy, 6'8", 210 sophomore out of Abington, Pennsylvania. Averages just over 2 points per game. Has made 1 start this year, too. Bryant lobs it out to Womack, and another hand check foul, this one on Talford. That's his 2nd, too, so the Griffins mounting foul trouble early on. Holy Family already in the bonus. Womack to the line for a 1-and-1. Griffins will make some substitutions here. Talford has to sit with the 2 fouls, so we'll see Billy Miller for the first time in a while. LeBon All will sit too, as Keith Williams checks in. So the Griffins going deep into their bench early on, largely because of the foul trouble. Womack to southpaw, misses the front end, rebound for Letterlow. Here's Isaac, trapped in the backcourt, but blows right by Womack. Nice move. Isaac on the run, takes it coast to coast, and drew the foul. Blocking foul on Griffin. We'll send Isaac to the line for 2. It is a shooting foul. Demetrius Isaac, 81% from the charity stripe this year, and hit the first. Back to a 1-possession game. Now Womack sits, Jones back in. Isaac for the second of two now, 11:37 to go. In the opening half, 3-point game, make it a 2-point game as Isaac hits a pair. Sanders with the 2 fouls, he has it. 90 feet from the hoop, plays catch with power. Miller playing him aggressively, nearly traveled there, did Sanders as he left his feet. Shot fake in the corner, inside for Griffin, off his hand, saved by Sanders. Here's a 3 on the way, Jones, got it. Jones, who started that play in the corner, got it back all the way on the other side of the floor and hit his first triple of the game, 5-point game. Dean back in the game, wraparound pass for Isaac, and Isaac will reset. Isaac for Miller. It's a 2-play catch. Not much penetration here for the Griffins. Isaac spinning inside, kicks back out Miller. 10 on the clock, lost the ball. Looks like we'll get a foul call though, and we will. That will be on Bryant. Fifth on Holy Family and the second on Bryant. So foul trouble starting to mount for both teams here. But Bryant will stay in, as Sanders is too. Williams off the inbounds, lost the ball. Taken away by Jones. Up ahead for Sanders, but the Griffins got back. Here's the trailer, Jones puts it on the deck. Power an open look. Book it. Michael Power, that's what he's out there to do. Over 40% from deep. And it's now an 8-point game, largest lead of the ball game for Holy Family, as we come up on the halfway point of the opening half. Isaac behind the back dribble to get away from Bryant. Nearly threw it away, saved by Dean. Isaac in traffic at the free throw line. Tries to turn the corner, a high floater, too short. Power to rebound, and here comes Bryant 2-on-1. Bryant working on Dean and wiped the basket out. The foul was before the shot. Foul is on Dean, so that will send Bryant to the line for a 1-and-1. Smart play by Dean, the freshman, to get the foul before the shot, as he knew. With Bryant, a talented scorer at 14.6 points per game, coming down on him, and a trailer as well to contend with, it would not have been easy to avoid the hoop as Bryant misses the front end. So it stays an 8-point game, 10:08 to go. In the opening half, Isaac draws the foul from Griffin. That's the 6th on Holy Family, so one more and the Griffins will be shooting too. Ton of fouls early on. Chris Evans will check in. He picked up 2 fouls early on and had to sit. Did make a 3 though. Now Williams will take a rest. So the Griffins going to their shooters early on to try to break this zone. Dean in the game, now Evans, who can obviously shoot it, and Miller can too, although we don't see much of him typically. Dean in the corner, lost the ball, but it stays with the Griffins off of Sanders last. Dean will inbound in the far corner. Gets it for Evans, back to the bucket. Here's Miller, right wing, let her low. 12 feet away. Miller fumbled the pass up high. Down low, Evans on the elbow. Fades away and fires. Too short, rims out. Long rebound, contested and grabbed by Jones. And now it's Sanders on the run. Jones, a deep 3. Got it. Terrell Jones showing some serious range from NBA territory and then some. His second triple of the game. It's an 11-point game, and Jesse Balser is not happy. The jacket is already off for him. That pass tipped and stolen. Here comes Bryant with Miller trailing, and Bryant finished through the contact. And we'll go to the line for one more. Miller not happy with himself. Knew that wasn't a smart foul with Bryant up ahead of him. Officials talking this over now. Not quite sure what they're discussing. Sounds like Bryant's getting a tech for taunting. Didn't quite see that. In either event, the Griffins will take it. The basket does count. That will send Isaac to the line to take the tech, 25-12. Basket is good. Brian is asking what exactly he did. I'm not quite sure either. Isaac, no good. He's got one more to come. So Isaac splits the Techs. (25-13) the score. Got a lot of discussion going on by the scorer's table right now as everyone tries to get this straight. Now Brian to the line. He has one to come. Remember, on the initial foul on Miller. And I think the discussion was probably over. Brian had 2 fouls before that. The question was whether the Tech counts as a personal. I think that's what they were discussing, but it does. So that's 3 on Bryant, which is big. He will likely have to sit if he hits the free throw, and he does. And he'll sit. So it's a 13-point game, 26-13. Bryant to the bench. Try Greer, redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 190, out of Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey in the game. So a lot of foul trouble for both sides right now. Now Colin Flock, 11 in white. He's in the game for the first time for the Griffins. That pass behind Evans from Isaac. Now Isaac has it back. 16 on the clock. Isaac trapped. And he's fouled on the perimeter by Greer. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Williams will come in. It looks like Evans will sit. He will. Griffin's going with a perimeter-oriented lineup right now. Letterlow out of the game as well. We will see Dexter Thompson, the swingman, junior transfer out of Lincoln Trail College, as the junior college. Isaac hits the front end. Right now the Griffins going very, very small. Largest player is Keith Williams at 6'4". They really don't have a true forward in the lineup right now. It could be the way to go to try to free up the zone a little bit, which has bothered the Griffins in the early going. Isaac's second good as well, 26-15, 8:57 to go. In the opening half, Sanders on the run. Letterlow will be, or rather, Thompson will be on him. Jones attacking, picks up his dribble, hits a cutting Greer, and he puts it home from the right of the bucket off glass. And another whistle. Have a timeout taken here. Score 28-15. Holy Family on top of the Griffins, 8:43 to go. As Jesse Balser lets his team have it on the sideline. He's not happy at all as the Griffins off to a sluggish start, shooting just 4 of 14, 28.6%, 1 of 7 from downtown. And Holy Family, conversely, a scorching 58% and 5 of 8 from downtown. Ironically, they're just 1 of 5 from the free throw line as Holy Family, but otherwise, the numbers exceptional from the floor early on for Holy Family. And it's obviously a game that the Griffins did not expect to be trailing by 13 points early on. Getting back Chris Evans for the first time this year, his first action of the game, arguably the Griffins' best player, or at least their MVP last season, against the Holy Family team that's 1-7, picked to finish 5th in the CACC South, just 1 spot ahead of the Griffins. Figured this would be a tight one throughout, but not so early on. Holy Family up by 13. Obviously plenty of time to turn it around, though, for Chestnut Hill. Griffins will break the huddle with All, Isaac, Thompson, Flock, and Chris Evans back in after a brief rest. Isaac running the point. Under 9 to play in the opening half. Works right around the screen. Into the corner for All. Back out Flock. Plays catch with All. Swarming defense here from Holy Family. All for Flock, deep three. Too short. Evans kept it alive. And he'll get called. That's his third. 10th foul on the Griffins, so that means it's double bonus time for Holy Family. Evans can't believe it. He'll now have to sit. So this has been an inauspicious beginning to Chris Evans' season. Does have 3 points, but also has 3 fouls, and that's the issue here. Jones at the line, rims out the first as Holy Family's issues at the line continue. They're just 1 for 6. Letterlow back in, Evans sits. Jones 75% from the line this year and splits that pair 29 to 15, 8:20 to go. In the opening half, Griffins down by 14. Holy Family again camped out in that zone. That's giving the Griffins fits. Kind of stagnant here. Letterlow backdoor for Thompson. He couldn't handle the pass, and here comes Greer. Thompson on the run, lost the dribble, able to save it and kicks back out for Jones. Jones with all on him. Works right, handoff for Sanders, who's been playing with those 2 fouls, but hasn't been in too much trouble of late. Here's Jones attacking, and he's fouled on his way to the hoop. And will be on Laban All, his first. Sends Jones to the line for 2. Doesn't really matter whether it was a shooting foul or not, because the Griffins are in the penalty. So it's 2 shots in either event. Jones leads all scorers now with 10. So the Griffins have been doubled up early on, 30 to 15. Make it 31 to 15. 7:44 to go in the opening half. Here's Isaac running the point for the Griffins. Flock 35 feet away. Here's a Letterlow, top of the key, all in the corner. Shot fake, drives baseline, picks up his dribble, trying to draw the contact. No good, too strong. On the shot, Corcoran with the board. Here's Corcoran, the southpaw. Too short on his first attempt of the game and his first action of the game. And here's All looking to push. All into the lane, stripped from behind, but a foul. It'll be on Power. We'll send All to the line for a 1-and-1. That's the 9th foul. On Holy Family. Isaac will sit, getting his first rest of the ball game. Dean in the game. All an excellent free throw shooter, over 90%. And he hits the first. All the 3rd leading scorer on this team at just over 14 points per game. This is the 2nd, though. 31 to 16. Griffins trail, 7:10 to go. In the opening half. Sanders in traffic, taken away by Thompson. Nice play by him. Here's Flock on the run. Finds a Letterlow. Pass was a little behind him, so it killed his momentum. And he had to kick back out for Dean. Dean in traffic, stolen by Corcoran. That pass off the foot of Flock. And it will stay with Holy Family. Griffins just out of sorts, especially on offense so far. Sanders in the corner, Thompson in his face. Now Jones, who's been hot, leads all scorers, goes with the scoop shot, and he gets to the go with the left. Nice finish by Jones, showing a lot of potential, just the freshman. 17-point game, Griffins trail. Here's Flock, an open look. Book it. Griffins needed that. Need to stretch the defense a little bit. 14-point game. First points of the game for Flock. That's what he's in the game for. Jones, and he answers. Terrell Jones, red hot, 14 points. 17-point game, 6:06 to go. In the opening half, Flock, 30 feet away, down low, Letterlow. Left corner extended, he's doubled, looking for help. Bold pass, all, shot fake, now he puts it up. Got it. Back-to-back threes for the Griffins. First triple of the game for Robon All. See if that gets them going. Power. Handoff for Jones. Griffins need to find a way to stop him. Sanders, deep right wing. Now Thompson. Power. Flock on him. He fires away. Got it. Two teams trading threes. So it stays a 17-point game. 5:22 to go. In the opening half, All fades away on Power. Too short. Thompson soars for the board, but he'll get an over the back. Thompson showing the ups, but picked up the foul. That will send Jones to the line for 2. He has 16. Does Terrell Jones. – 40-22 is Jones. Hits the first, give him 17. Terrell Jones comes in averaging 14.3 points per game. His career high is 27. And right now he's got a pretty good shot at that. So he has 18 as he hits that pair. 19-point game, 41-22. 5:10 to go. In the opening half, Flock plays catch with All. Has it back, thought about the shot. Dean fires away. Too short. All kept it alive, and he'll corral the offensive board in the corner. All nice inside. Inside for Thompson, and now a foul. It's on Womack. That sends All to the line for 2. Robon All, 4 points in this one. 1 of 5 from the field, 1 for 2 at the line. Cartier Towelford will check in at the next whistle. I haven't seen much of him because he picked up 2 fouls very, very quickly in this one. Evans on the bench with 3 fouls. Towelford got into the early foul trouble as well. That's been an issue for both teams. Bryant is on the bench for Holy Family with 3. Thompson hits the first. And Sanders has been playing with 2 for most of the first quarter, or first half, rather. So Flock sits, Towelford's in. A little more offense for the Griffins, which they need right now, down 18. Thompson too strong on the second, kept it alive. All goes back up with it, too strong. Letterlow crashes, he's fouled. Shot wouldn't fall, but it'll go to the line for 2. Thompson and Letterlow hitting the boards hard after All got the initial offensive board. And now Roman Letterlow to the line, where he's 12 of 13 on the season. Letterlow very, very accurate. So he hits the first from the field, just under 64%, but he just doesn't shoot a lot. Don't believe he's even attempted a shot in this game. This is the second. 17-point game, under 5 to play in the opening half. Here's Power, blows by All. Nearly fell down, but he kicked back out for Womack. Power has it back on the run. Drives baseline, picks up his dribble. All fell down. Womack on the elbow. Back for Power. 10 on the clock. Power dives inside, rejected by Thompson. Dean comes away with the board. It's all the other way. Slow it down, 25 on the clock. Holy Family still in that zone. All open momentarily. Fire away from 18, off to the left, and he knew it. He crashed for the board immediately, but didn't get it. Here's Power On the run, hits the trailer Jones. This time they close out well, but Power is open, and he puts it in. They closed out on Jones. It was the trailer on that fast break. But then Jones found Power wide open in the corner, and the Griffins want a timeout. Down 20, 44-24, 3:59 to go. In the opening half, this one has not gone according to plan at all for the Griffins, who they're 0-3 in conference, but if you look at their 3 conference games, they've been right there in pretty much every single one of them. First one a couple weeks ago at Goldie Beacom, 78-74 loss. They led for most of that game. Then a tight loss on the road against Jefferson, which is a very, very good team. Lost 66-61 just by 5. Certainly no shame in that loss. And then against U Science is another good team, a loss by 8. This is one that you had penciled in against Holy Family, another team that's looking for their first conference win, as if not a winnable game, at the very least one that wouldn't be down 20 early. But that's the story right now. The Griffins down 44-24. 3:59 to go in the opening half. And Chris Evans is returned, but he's been on the bench for most of the half with foul trouble. He has 3. Isaac back in. So the Griffins go with Isaac, Dean, Thompson, Litterlow, and Towelford. Zone defense of Holy Family has given the Griffins fits, but Holy Family also already has 44 points. Isaac looking for help. Finds Towelford. Back for Isaac. 10 on the clock. Not much going on here. Isaac in the teeth of the defense. Catch and shoot. Towelford too short. Tipped out. And it's a fresh 30. Dean to 3. Off left air ball. Towelford saves it right to Corcoran though. And here comes Holy Family with numbers. It's Jones with the left hand, stripped from behind. Isaac took it away from Corcoran, and here he goes. With Corcoran trailing, Isaac hammered, and it'll go to the line for 2. Hard foul by Corcoran, but he did his job. So Isaac to the line for 2. Rattles home the first. Isaac in this one. Now 6 of 7 from the line, and that's where all of his points have come from. Make it 7 of 8. And it's an 18-point game, 3:18 to go. In the first half, Power spinning on Isaac. Isaac trying to take it away, but Power able to evade him across the timeline. Power still with it on the run in the lane, and he was fouled before the shot. His first foul on Isaac. Not a shooting foul, but it doesn't matter because Holy Family is in the double bonus. Now Tony Toplin will check back in. Power hits the first. Toplin also in foul trouble. He has 2. So he's been down for a while. Letterwell will sit. Greer back in for Holy Family. Corcoran sits. Power good from the line on the second as well. 20-point game. 3:05 to go. In the opening half, Towelford pump fake. Now Isaac between the circles. Holy Family stays camped out in that zone. Isaac some room, and he puts it in from the free throw line off the dribble. It's his first field goal of the game. Isaac had done all of his damage from the line. Give him 9 to lead the Griffins. It's now 24 away from 1,000 in his career is Demetrius Isaac, cutting Thompson down low, and he was fouled. So he'll go back to the line as this game is largely turning into a free throw contest the last couple of minutes. That's Dexter Thompson fouling Jalen Thompson, a little Thompson on Thompson harm. And Jalen Thompson hits the first. 1 for 2 from the line today is Jalen Thompson. Terrell Jones doing the bulk of the damage still for Holy Family. He leads all scorers with 18. Thompson hits a pair. 20-point game, 2:30 to go. In the opening half, it's Isaac. Now Talford, shot fake, back for Isaac. He knifes his way inside, picks up his dribble, looking for help. Hands off Talford, a three, got it. First points of the ball game for Cartier Talford. See if that gets him going. He can be a very streaky scorer. Greer running the point. Bryant's been on the bench for a while now with those 3 fouls. Greer, pocket pass for Thompson. He's doubled, and a foul. Thompson and Dean trying to get in there to get the steal, or at least the tie-up, but Dean ends up getting called, and that will send Jalen Thompson, Holy Family's Thompson, back to the line for 2 more. Holy Family still shooting 60%. 8 of 12 from deep. And now 11 of 16 from the free throw line. They were 1 for their first 6 at the line, but they've rectified that issue, have the Tigers. Jalen Thompson hits both. Griffins looking to answer, down big. In a high-scoring half with a lot of fouls. Alford, shot fake, now he'll back out, keeps his dribble. Toplin, now Dean, deep left wing, 15 on the shot clock. Dean back for Talford, 12 on the clock. Griffins need to get moving. Talford picks up his dribble. Right corner extended, inside Thompson, no good on the feed from Toplin. A little bit off to the left. Greer trotting it up court. Crosses over on Dean, into the corner, Power. Jones holds, Isaac on him. That's a size mismatch. Handoff for Power. Back for Jones. Thompson calling for it down low. Doesn't get it. Womack does, though. Partially blocked by Toplin from the elbow. And then Womack stepped out of bounds. The length of Toplin affecting that initial shot. And then Womack stepped out of bounds when he tried to grab his own miss. Now here comes Chris Evans with the 3 fouls. But down 19, it's worth a shot. For the last minute of the game, the Griffins looking to see if they can get on a bit of a run and get closer for the end of the half. Jesse Balser imploring his team to move it, that being the ball, of course. Isaac off the dribble, got it. From 18 in the left wing. 17-point game. Isaac now has 11. Greer in no rush as the clock ticks under a minute to go in the half. Jones back to the bucket. Now Thompson and Greer. Greer works right. Into the corner. Womack, big shot fake. The southpaw to the hoop. And that's an offensive foul. So Evans taking the risk. Stepped in, even with the 3 fouls, and this time the call goes his way. That's huge. Second foul on Womack. And the ball goes to the Griffins. 39.6 on the game clock. The Griffins could play 2 for 1 here. Evans thought about it. Now Isaac, shot fake. He'll try from the elbow. Got it. Same exact shot he hit on the prior possession. Shot clock turned off, and Holy Family will likely hold for the final shot here. 15 on the clock. 15-point game, rather, and now 15 on the clock. Let's see if they try to go at Evans and try to get him to pick up his 4th foul. Here's Greer around the screen. Evans backing off, giving cushion. Womack, a deep 2. Air ball too strong. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Griffin's ball as Power and Isaac collided, going for the board. So 2.5 to shoot now. Dean for Isaac. Isaac got it up in time. Was on line, but a little bit too short. So that's how the opening half will end, with the Griffins down 50-35, but they do end the half on a 5-0 run. To get it under 20 at least, but still plenty of ground to make up. We'll take a break and be back with the second half in just a bit.
scorer for Chestnut Hill with 13 points is number 2, Demetrius Isaac. Number 3, Tony Toplin has 2 points. Number 12, Devon Hall has 4. Number 24, Chris Evans has 3 points. Number 32, Rich D has 3. Number 5, Dexter Thompson has 1 point. Number 10, Artie Tolfer has 5. Number 11, Colin Clark has 3. Number 25, Robert Letterlow has 1 point and 7 rebounds. The Griffins are 33.3% from the field. They were 4 of 15 from three-point distance and 11 of 15 from the free throw line.
Back inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you as we get set to start the second half between Chestnut Hill and Holy Family, game 2 of a doubleheader. Game 1 went the Griffins' way as they eked out a narrow 73-70 victory. That was the women's team. And it hasn't gone completely according to plan for the men in game 2. They're down 50-35. As we get set to start the second half, Holy Family, as you'd assume, with 50 points and a half, they've shot the ball exceedingly well, 55.6% and 8 of 12 from downtown. They go with 12 of 17 from the charity stripe as well. A ton of fouls for both teams, and we'll see if that trend continues. 13 for Holy Family, 15 for the Griffins, so foul trouble was an issue as well for both teams. The Griffins have had a tough time solving the Holy Family zone. 10 of 30 from the field, 4 of 15 from downtown. They are 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Chris Evans will start the second half. He was on the bench for the bulk of the opening half in his return to the lineup because of foul trouble, as was the case with quite a few players in this game. So Holy Family, it'll be their ball to start the second. They're out there in the black with the sky blue trim. They go with Bryant, who has 3 fouls and sat for about half of the half. Power, who has it now. Jones, who's been outstanding. He has 18. Power in trouble. Isaac all over him. Bryant comes for help. And now he'll cross the timeline left to right and hand off for Power. Thompson, who's down low. And Sanders, who's been playing with 2 fouls for most of the game as well. And a foul on the perimeter on Towelford. That will be his 3rd. At this point, though, for the Griffins, down 15, foul trouble doesn't really matter. Just have to keep your best guys out there and hope they can play through it and get you back into it. Griffins go with the same 4 plus Towelford in for Dean. So it's Isaac, Towelford, All, Evans, and Toplin. Power underneath the hoop, kicks back out for Sanders. Jones passed up the open look, nearly traveled. Now he did. They didn't call it at first. Kind of hesitated for a second, and then they did ultimately blow the whistle. But Jones has had an outstanding day. 18 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 5 of 7 from the line, 3 of 4 from downtown. Holy Family in that zone, and it's given the Griffins a lot of problems. Evans in the game does give them another shooter, which helps. Nice pass inside for Toplin. He nearly walked 2. Kicks out Evans a deep 2, and he puts it in. Evans could be the key to solving this zone. Of course, he needs to stay on the court for that to happen. First points of the half belong to the Griffins. 13-point game. Jones spinning on Towelford. Nice job by Cartier to stay with him. Power open. Kicks for Bryant, a 3. Too short. Rebound Evans. Holy Family doesn't really crash the offensive board, so it's keeping the Griffins from going at or going out on the run as Toplin finishes through contact. Now an 11-point game. The Griffins on a 9-0 run dating back to the end of the first half. Here's Jones, deep right wing. Now Thompson, Bryant, 15 on the clock, works right around the screen, lobs it down low for Thompson in traffic, and he was hammered by Toplin. That'll be the 3rd on Toplin. Toplin has his hands up in the air. As does Jesse Palser, basically saying, what am I supposed to do? The guy ran into me. The official explaining, okay, he stuck out his foot. When you have 28 fouls and a half, at a certain point, I don't think either coach is happy with the officiating. Jesse Palser still has his arms up on the sideline for the last 30 seconds or so. Here's Bryant on the run in the lane, rejected from behind by Toplin. That's his 4th block. Here's Isaac. Jesse Palser still has his arms in the air. All shot fake from 16, too short. Rebound Sanders. Bryant on the run. Hand off Sanders. Jesse still has his arms in the air, going on a minute and a half now, and Thompson finishes from the left of the cup. 13-point game. That's some commitment to a bit right there. You have to give him credit. Now he puts them down. Probably got tired at a certain point. Evans between the circles. He holds. Now All. Pass tipped and stolen. And then Sanders foul, that one on all. That's second on all, but he will sit. Jesse Balser not happy with him because of that turnover. 13-point game, 17:29 to go. In the second half. Power walking it up court. Bryant back with it, Dean on him, 16 on the clock. They're trying to deny Jones because he's been so hot. Howellford is all over him, has a hand on him. Sanders jacks a three off left. Rebound Thompson, and he gets it to go. And now Jesse Balser is irate. And that's going to be a technical on Balser. You can probably hear half of it. It's going on right in front of me. 15-point game. And Jesse Balser is gone now. So that's a double tech on Jesse Balser. He's gone. Griffin's down 15. Let's see if it sparks the team at all. So now the officials will sort out the free throws in particulars. It will be 4 shots. Adam Dickman will now take over the bulk of the sideline duties. Jones at the line. Let's see if he takes all 4. It's the first, a couple more to come. .16-point game. Jones at the line for 3 more. This is the second. Double tech on Jesse Balser, so he is gone. Now Griffin's ball. 57-39. .18-point game. Evans drives inside and gets the bucket and the foul. So Evans going to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. That foul is on Thompson. That's his second. Evans to the line for 1 more. Evans now with 7. His second bucket of the second. Hasn't got major minutes because of foul trouble. Misses the free throw, though. Here's Bryant for Sanders on the wing. Top one on him. Sanders works left. Pick and pop with Thompson, too short. Long rebound. Thompson in the corner. He corrals it. It's a fresh 30 for Holy Family. Jones, bolt pass in the corner for Sanders. Sanders on the run with the left hand underneath Thompson. Evans on him. And he lays it home. Evans can't foul. Just try to get in his face a little bit. Doesn't want to pick up his 4th, does Chris Evans. 18-point game, 16-14 to go. In the second, Jesse Balser has been ejected. He had a double tech arguing a call. Evans spins inside, goes with the left, too strong. On the finger roll, rebound. For Thompson and Holy Family, that pass was a tipped. No, it was not. Power let it go, thinking that it was tipped, or at least trying to sell the fact that it was, but just a wild pass by Jones. That's a turnover. Griffin's ball. Griffin's in the white, Holy Family in the black. Colin Flock will check in at the next whistle. Howellford shot fake, drives on Power, backdoor Isaac, and he lays it home, with Sanders trying to get the block from behind. Isaac leads the Griffins with 15 points. Sanders. Evans out to play him. Now Toplin switches back. Down low, Thompson. That'll be a foul on Demetrius Isaac. Thompson will go to the line for 2. Jones to the line, or rather Thompson to the line for 2. Let's see who Flock goes in for here. Looks like Dean. Yeah, Dean will sit. Flock back in. Flock hit a 3 in the first half. His only points of the game. 1 for 2 from the field so far. 17-point game, 15:35 to go. Make it an 18-point game. Flock, long skip pass up ahead for Towelford. We'll take it across the timeline. Holy Family still in that zone. Lob down low for Evans at the free throw line. Into the corner to open Isaac. Got it. Demetrius Isaac stays hot. Give him 18 points. Griffins need some stops to get back into this, though. Their offense has been better in the second with Evans out on the court. He's made a difference in breaking the zone, but they still need some stops. Open look, Power. No good, but he was fouled. Toplin on the big contest, and he followed through him. It's number 4 on Toplin. He'll have to sit. Letterlow in. So that sends Power, a good free throw shooter, to the line for 3. 89% from the line is Michael Power. Power hits the first 2. Now Letterlow in. Toplin sits. Griffins with Flock, Evans, Towelford, and Isaac. Third no good. 2 for 3 on that trip is Power. 17-point game. Towelford holds. Free throw line, Letterlow. And he walked. Was trying a wraparound pass to hit Evans down low, but took too many steps before he got rid of the ball. Here's Jones trotting it up court. Sanders straightaway 3 off to the right. Long rebound goes out of bounds. Sanders has been off. Only has 3 points. But the Holy Family offense has been humming nonetheless. It's their leading scorer at over 16 points per game. Towelford. Skip pass for Flock. Right back for Towelford as they play catch. Inside Evans. Too short from 8. Kept alive momentarily by Letterlow, but Thompson corrals the rebound. Jones looking to push. Jones coast to coast. Swoops in. Can't finish off glass with the right. Here's Isaac looking to run. Has Evans as the trailer. Instead, he pulls up from the free throw line and rattles it home. Demetrius Isaac has 20. He's been hot. Only 13 away from 1,000 in his career now. See if he can do it at home. It'll also be a new career high if he got to it. Under 14 to play. 15-point game. Here's Jones. Now Thompson nearly walked. Into the corner, Bryant. 9 on the clock. Jones straight away. Flock on him. Here's Power, right wing, left-hand dribble. A runner off to the left. Soars for the board. Nice play by Power. Gets it back out for Jones from 16, and he puts it home. Timeout taken by RCKO. And Holy Family, 65-48 game. Griffins trail. It's a full timeout with 31 to go. In regulation, Griffins down big. And with Jesse Balser in the dressing room, Picked up a double tech arguing a call a couple minutes ago, so now it's Adam Brickman running the huddle for the Griffins. After this, the Griffins have just one more game for the new year. That's in 11 days on the road against Georgiancourt on December 30th. That'll be a doubleheader again as well, and then the next home game will be next year, all the way on January 3rd. That's a Wednesday. It was originally a Tuesday the 2nd, but they moved it back to the 3rd, a Wednesday against Wilmington. That'll be here in the Sorgente Arena. I'll be on the call with you for that one as well, but still 13:31 left to go in this one. The Griffins down 17, trying to make a dent in this Holy Family lead. Out of the timeout, the Griffins in white, but with Talford, Isaac, Flock, Evans, and Letterla. Holy Family stays in the zone. It's been effective so far, and Evans fouled by Bryant. That's Bryant's 4th. He puts out his arm, puts out his palm to R.C. Keogh. Basically says, okay, I'm good. Let me stay in. So now the junior will try to play through the foul trouble, and he's not the only guy out there trying to play through foul trouble. A foul-filled game. Evans, top of the key, shot fake. Now he puts it up, too short, tipped out by Letterlow. Evans has it back. He'll try his luck again. In and out from 3. Evans thought he had it. Rebound for Bryant. Here's Sanders. Handoff for Bryant. Bryant short but compact. 5'11", 195. Power with Flock on him. Sanders deep left wing. Isaac, who's about 7 inches shorter, checking him. Bryant, 9 on the clock. Inside Power, gets the roll on the runner from 8 feet on the feed from Thompson. Michael Powers had a nice game. Just the freshman for this Holy Family team. Evans bowled over his man, and that's an offensive foul. Tried to spin. Thompson flopped. And the call goes Holy Family's way. That's Evans' 4th. Let's see if he stays in. And he will. Nope, he won't. Williams in now. Looked like for a second he'd stay. Keith Williams in the game, as is Laban All, as Flock sits too. Here's Jones. Bolt pass off the foot of Thompson, but he's able to save it. 20 on the clock. Power. Just get past Sanders in the corner. Power has it back. Now Bryant, 14 on the clock. 12:06 to go in the game. Sanders back to the bucket, 8 on the clock. Jones into the corner. Power wide open. Book it. Wide open to look for Power. And now the Griffins down 22, under 12 to play. Some miscommunication defensively there. Isaac, Letterlow at the elbow, into the corner. Isaac has it back at 3, got it. So Isaac answers. Now has 23. It's a team high and a game high. Here's Jones. A pull-up from 18, no good. Tipped out. Sanders, the putback. Got it to go off the window with the left. Sanders just glides inside and uses his length. Towel forward. Power out on him. Holy Family stays in the zone defense. Letterlow nearly stripped from behind. Now he does lose it. It's loose on the deck. Williams has it back. And it's a jump ball. And it will stay with the Griffins on the alternating possession. 11:08 to go. In the ball game, 72-51. Griffins trail as they try to get their first conference win of the year. Holy Family in the same boat, trying to get their first. Howell 4-3, book it. So the 3 starting to fall with more regularity in the second half for the Griffins, but it doesn't really matter if they can't get stops. 18-point game, 10:48 to go. Power in the corner. All on him. Power drives left. Handoff for Sanders. Back to the bucket, Thompson. Working on Wetterlow. Spins right and got the shot to fall through the contact. And will go to the line for one more. Second on Wetterlow. 20-point game. Jarrell Thompson back at the line. 9th team foul on the Griffins, so one more. It'll be double bonus time already for Holy Family. Ton of fouls in this game. 21-point game after the free throws. Here's All dancing up top. Now Talford, handoff for All. Thought about the three, picked up his dribble, now finds Isaac. Isaac trying to work over Bryant from the elbow, a pull-up, got it. 25 for Isaac. It's now 8 away from 1,000 for his career, so that's something to watch at the very least as we go down the stretch of this game because Isaac has been red hot. Jones keeps his pivot foot. Passes back out for Sanders. Sanders will reset with Talford on him. He works right around the Thompson screen. Sanders all the way to the hoop. No good, but on the flush, it's Terrell Jones. Nice and easy for him. It's been a big day for the freshman Terrell Jones. 21-point game, under 10 to play. Talford was fouled. Jones thought he got all ball. It was pretty close. So Talford to the line for 3. Holy Family still shooting over 50%. The Griffins better in the second half. They're now up over 40% at 43.2. But again, when you're down big early, too strong on the first from Talford, it's tough to shoot your way out of it. You need to get some stops too, and that's something that the Griffins have just not been able to do. And the fouls have kept coming as well. Isaac leads all scorers with 25. Actually, he's tied with Jones, the two of them with 25. Isaac is the only Griffin in double figures. Alford hits both. Dean in. Talford will sit. $19-point game, 9:38 to go. Sanders works right around the screen from Thompson. Dean out on him. He fades away, too short from 18, and a foul underneath. That will be on Thompson. Say he hooked his arm, but they got the number wrong. They said 25. I was about to say that didn't sound right. I believe they meant 5. Yeah, there we go, 5. They corrected it. It's Thompson. It's the 3rd on Thompson, only the 4th on Holy Family. Here's All. Bryant on him, now Talford. Holy Family still in that zone. All, a lot of contact there. Jones gets called. Jones tried to step in front and draw the charge, but no sale. 3 players in double figures for Holy Family. Jones with 25, Thompson 19, and Michael Power 18. Here's Isaac from the mid-range, in and out. Rebound for Power. Power looking to push. Has Isaac in his face. And off for Jones. He's hit one from 25 before, so Williams has to stay with him. Jones drives by and got the call. He'll go to the line for 2 more. So Michael Power, a new career high for him. He has 18. Jones is 2 away from his career high, which is 27. The 2 freshmen. If he hits both free throws here, he can tie it. Evans back in. Williams will sit. Evans with 4 fouls, but might as well roll the dice when you're down 20 and see if Evans can maybe kick off some sort of a run. Jones hits both, give him 27. That ties his career high. Power already has a new career high. And Jalen Thompson has got to be right on it too at 19. All from 12 feet away in the baseline. No good, too strong. Bryant lobs it up ahead for Jones. Jones one-on-one at Howellford. No good, too strong with the right. Rebound for Evans. The Griffins looking to run. Isaac has some options. Here's a three, Howellford. Air ball too strong. Tipped out Evans. Thought about it. Instead finds Isaac. Back for Evans. His pass tipped, nearly stolen. He stays with it, does Evans all the way to the hoop. No good on the razzle-dazzle. And here comes Sanders looking to run. Into the corner, Bryant a three. Lines it up, too short though. Evans the board. 79-58, Griffins trail as we come up on 8 to play. Evans straightaway three. Too strong, long rebound for Jones and Holy Family. Evans is getting some open looks, but he hasn't quite found the range since he checked back into the game. Sanders goes left around a Thompson screen. Evans gives him kind of a token look, and wide open underneath is Thompson to put it home. Thompson now has 21. Evans, again with those 4 fouls, can't really defend that aggressively. All crosses over into the lane, kicks out. Evans a three. Got it. So Chris Evans, his second triple. And now a timeout taken by the Griffins and Adam Brickman. It's a 20-point game. 81-61. 7:31 to go. In regulation, and increasingly it looks like the ball game with the Griffins down big. Evans in his return to the lineup now has 10. To go along with 7 boards, but those 4 fouls have kept him out for long stretches of the action. I don't tabulate plus minus on the score sheets here, but it would be interesting if they did. Because although Griffins are down 20, plus minus would probably be significantly better with him in the game. So he has made a difference, at least offensively, in his ability to facilitate the ball, and at least he had another shooter to help bring Holy Family out of that zone defense a bit. Isaac has a team-high 25, and he's 8 away from 1,000 for his career. Again, with 7:31 to go, he's got some time, so that's something to watch. I'm sure he'd love to do it at home. 8 of 12 from the field is Demetrius Isaac, and the game high is Terrell Jones, who's matched his career high with 27. Jalen Thompson has 21, and Michael Power has 18. That's also a career high for him. Bryan will inbound, and Griffins will go to a press. Might as well try to force some turnovers, speed this game up. But they already have 10 team fouls, so that'll make it problematic. Jones a three, too short. Evans the board, and the Griffins will look to break. Here's Isaac as top one ahead of the pack, and Howellford on the wing. Isaac inside, too strong on a wild shot. That pass tipped, nearly stolen by LeBon All. But we'll go to Holy Family. Sanders with Howellford on him. Now Thompson. Tried a backdoor cut, tipped out of bounds. Nice defense by Howellford. And it will stay with Holy Family. 7:05 to go, 20-point game, Griffins trail. Bryant to inbound. Does so between the logo for Jones, who's dancing on top when Jones picks up his dribble. Finds Thompson. Thompson looking for help. Handoff for Bryant. Going around the screen. Fades away. Too short from mid-range. Rebound for All. All looking to push. All has Howellford in the corner. Shot fake. Frees himself up. Attacks the hoop and gets it to go with the right off glass. 18-point game. And the Griffins will again look to press. Try to force some turnovers and speed this game up. It's really their only chance of getting back into it at this point. Jones shot fake into the lane. Picked up his dribble and passed out of it. Now he has it back. And he's looking for his career high. He's tied it with 27. Sanders goes left around a Thompson screen. Cut off. Well defended by Evans. Power around Isaac. Now with 3 Sanders. Rainbow too short. Rebound for Isaac. Here's All looking to run. Finds Isaac. Now Howellford a 3. Too short, long rebound, corralled by All. It's a fresh 30 for the Griffins. Isaac works left around an Evans screen. Inside, Toplin, no good, partially blocked. And he went with the left from the left block. Ryan trotting it up court. He's in no rush here. Power finds Thompson, has it right back, deep left wing. Drives baseline, goes up with the floater, no good with the right hand. Rebound Toplin, nearly had it taken away by Power. 18-point game, under 5:30 to play. Evans at the free throw line, drives right on Thompson and gets it to go on the scoop shot. Evans now has 12, 16-point game. Halford trying to strip Sanders from behind, nearly did, but Sanders stayed with it. And here's Jones inside Thompson, and he was fouled and got the shot to go. Thompson with 23. That's his career high as well. Halford will sit, as will All. Flock and Dean in the game. Free throw good from Thompson. He now has 24. To go with 14 boards, so a double-double for Jalen Thompson and a timeout taken. On the floor with 5:09 to go. 84-65 game. Griffins trail. (84-65). 5:09 to go. In the ball game, Griffins down. As it looks like Holy Family will come out of this game with their first conference win. The Griffins were looking for theirs too, but it looks like they'll be left wanting. Griffins losers of 7 in a row. Only 3 of those conference games. That's the good news, at least there. Isaac with a head of steam off the inbound. Works left, backdoor for Toplin, and he flushes it with the left hand. Big finish from Toplin. 17-point game. Let's see if that gets the Griffins going at all. Set up by the feed by Isaac. Here's Jones having a big day, working on Toplin. It's an offensive foul, an illegal screen on Jalen Thompson. It's the 4th on Jalen Thompson. 6th foul on Holy Family, so 1 more and the Griffins shoot. They'll be looking to run every chance they get, obviously. Griffins down big here, still a little bit of time, though. Dean thought about it. Toplin, 16 feet away, air ball. From the corner, rebound for Power. There's Power for Sanders. Sanders drives baseline on the smaller Isaac, and that's a foul on the perimeter. That will send Sanders to the line. 4-2. Sanders a quiet game. 5 points, 3 boards. Does have 5 assists. But scoring-wise has not been a big one. Averages over 16 points per game to lead this team. Hits the free throw there, though. All and Halford back in, just getting them a quick break before. As Flock and Dean will sit. Griffin back in. Sanders at the line for the 2nd of 2 and hits that as well. 19-point game. 4:30 to go. Now Holy Family going to press here, up big. But the Griffins have been hot of late. Evans doing some ball handling at midcourt. Don't usually see that with a 280-pound guy, but the Griffins turn it over. Here's Power. Sanders, backdoor cut off, and passes back out. Jones will reset with the smaller Isaac on him. Jones a point away from a new career high. Bryant works right around the Griffins screen, finds Power. 12 on the clock as he drives at All, picks up his dribble, loose ball. Sanders corrals to the hoop, And got it to go, and the foul. Foul's on Evans, so he is done. So Evans in his return to the lineup. It's been a disappointing one as he fouls out. Was pretty effective when he was on the court. 12 points and 8 boards, 5 of 12 from the field, but didn't play the amount of minutes he probably would have liked because of the foul trouble. Free throw is good, so it's a 22-point game now. Under 4 to play. Here's All on the run, turns the corner on Bryant, and he gets it to go with the left hand. Pretty move in traffic. Iowa Bon All. Sanders picked up those 2 fouls early on, but has managed to play through it pretty impressively for the sophomore. Who's played smart. Here's Bryant from 18, and he hits in the face of a Bon All. 3:22 to go. 91-69. Holy Family on top. Isaac hits the trailer Toplin. Toplin muscles his way in and gets it to go with the left. Tony Toplin now with 8. Sanders will walk it up court. Sanders does a lot of the ball handling for this Holy Family team, and it's a surprise for a 6'5" guy at this level to handle the ball that much. Jones takes a timeout as he slips to the deck rather than risk a travel or a jump ball. So timeout on the floor. 2:55 to go, 91-71. This one presumably over at this point. And the Griffins will fall to 0-4 in conference. And this one in a different way. The 3 conference games they had lost previously was by a combined 17 points, and this one it looks like they'll lose by at least that much. Down 20 right now, 2:55 to go. So the prior losses have been tight and to probably better teams than Holy Family, but just did not have it today. 91-71, 2:55 to go. Letterlow in the game as Evans is fouled out. Griffin's not waving the white flag just yet, though. The starters, with the exception of Evans, who was fouled out, still in the game. Here's Power. 12 on the clock, drives left on Isaac. Here's Jones, shot fake. He attacks to the hoop and gets it to go. With the right, that's a new career high for Terrell Jones, the freshman. He has 29, game high 29. All in the corner, jab step, frees himself up, spins and fades away, too short. Rebound for Jones. Lobs it up ahead for Griffin. Isaac cut him off, but lost the ball out of bounds. And it goes to Holy Family. And now the Griffins will go to the bench. Isaac will sit. So it looks like his day will end 8 points shy of 1,000. Next game will be on the road for the Griffins, so he will in all likelihood hit that mark on the road. Miller, Flock, and Dean in the game. Holy Family goes to the bench as well. Womack, Corcoran, and Greer, who just had it in the corner, all in the game. And Griffin is fouled by Flock. Only starter in the game for Holy Family is Bryant. Toplin and Towelford remain in the game for the moment, but they'll be sitting, it looks like, after this free throw. Now they'll both take a seat. Keith Williams and Dexter Thompson in the game now. Bryant will sit too. Manny Cassie, 6'2", 175, sophomore guard out of Brooklyn, New York. My hometown, went to Severian High School. He's in the game too. So both teams with the bench guys in the game. 95-71, 2:18 to go in the ball game. Here's Dean. Finds Thompson, plays catch. Dean a 3. Off left, hit the backboard. Shot clock doesn't reset. Miller keeps it alive. The Flock fires away. Got it. Second 3 of the ball game for Colin Flock. He has 6. He has not made, and this is an amazing stat, he has not made a 2-pointer in his career yet. All of his baskets have been 3s. Under 2 to play. Here's Womack sizing up Williams. Now Greer working on Miller. Greer goes by him inside. Circus shot. Nearly got it to go, but it'll go to the line for 2 instead. Greer at the line for 2. Actually, his first attempts at the line this year. And he hits the first. Second good as well. Now a 25-point game, 1:41 to go. Griffins down big. Miller deep right wing. Over for Dean, now Flock. Holy Family still in his zone. Miller fires away, air ball too strong. Out of bounds, and it goes to Holy Family. Billy Miller had 9 versus East Stroudsburg. It's his biggest scoring output of the season, as there's a 3. That's up and good from Griffin, not a guy that you expect to hit from deep. In fact, that's his first triple of the season. Big guy at 6'8", showing some touch. Flock, he was fouled. Now Holy Family has hit the century mark, 100-74 to score. 1:06 to go. Flock at the line. This will be a 1-1, and Flock's off to the left. Greer trotting it up court in no particular rush. Crosses over on Miller. Kicks into the corner, a 3, Corcoran. Too short, rebound for Dean. Now Miller will look to run. As a trailer in Thompson, Miller attacks. Couldn't get off a good shot, but recovered. Flock, no look pass. It's tipped. Dean corrals at the logo. Miller, 16 on the clock. He attacks, rejected, but a foul. It'll be on Corcoran. That sends Miller to the line for 2. Miller yet to attempt a free throw this season. Has 2 to come now. And it's the first. This is the 3rd time this season Griffins have allowed over 100 points. Second good as well from Miller. Allowed 111 to East Stroudsburg. Allowed 109 to Mercy back on the 18th, but they actually won that game. 115 to 109. Here's a deep 2. Too short from Cassie. Griffin keeps it alive. We're under 30 to play. Shot clock is turned off, and Holy Family will likely just dribble it out. And it sounds like that is the instruction from R.C. Kehoe. Heard him bark dribble, and that's exactly what Greer is doing. 10 on the clock, and that'll pretty much do it. At this point, they'll just let the clock run out. Miller tried to poke the ball away from Greer. Might as well play to the very end. And that'll do it. Final horn sounds. And this will end in disappointing fashion for the Griffins. 100-76, the final score. Chestnut Hill loses their 8th in a row. They fall to 1-10 and 0-4 in the conference. Holy Family, conversely, they improve to 2-7 overall, 1-3 in conference play as they pick up their first conference win of the season. For the Griffins, the next game will be on the 30th, so they have an 11-day break against Georgiancourt on the road. That's their last game before the new year, and then on the 3rd, they'll be back at home against Wilmington. I'll be here with you for that one. Dimitri Sizik ended up leading the way with 25 points for the Griffins. Evans had 12 and 8 in his return before he fouled out, but ultimately a somewhat